SCCRESA TV presents in 3, 2, 1, Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
Local educators recently had the privilege of participating in the 8th Annual 21st Century Learning Symposium to learn how to integrate technology into our schools. And all this week on Dateline Schools, you have the privilege of talking with one of the keynote speakers at this year's symposium, education technology expert Leslie Fisher. And Leslie, you're here at the 21st Century Learning Symposium. Can you help us define what we mean by the 21st century skills that these kids need to have?
You know what? I always hate putting that kind of label. 21st century skills. Technology changes so quickly. Usually, when I presented at a conference in Michigan in March. I'm doing the exact same topic, and I think almost 100% of the presentation's different. And I really think a better way to describe it is, are we getting our students ready to be part of this ever-changing world and this adaptable world? And once again, I think our students are more ready for that than we are. The thing that's so important is making sure that we all are able to embrace this fast pace of change that's happening in technology. And I also think it's changing the way that we teach. It's not only about memorization. It's about making sure that when a student sees something online, does it pass the sniff test? Or learning who are valuable people that they know that might be able to help them with whatever they're learning as well. I mean, that's what I look at it. I just look at, I hear the term future ready, and that's what I always look at, making sure that that kid is ready for whatever he's going to tackle in the future.
I think one thing that a lot of people are concerned with, and a lot of it's because we're not real change agents and adapt to change. Right. But using this technology, our kids are still learning the math, the reading, the writing, the communication skills that they need to have, aren't they?
Yeah, well, and that you're right, is very important. The scary thing for a teacher is that, they're very used to being able to look over that student's shoulder and watch them fill out that paper and get that paper turned in, and those days are obviously gone. Now it is basically making sure that they're doing that through an app, through a website. So you're right. It then turns into, what tool am I going to use to be sure that they're doing this? And those tools are changing all the time. And so for a teacher that is very used to handing out that same lesson plan every single year, I can see how this world is a different world to them. But it's the world that their students are used to. And and that's why I think, and I get really, really high on my horse about using Twitter. That's why I think it's important to be able to use those online tools so you're able to make sure that you're up to date with some of the newest things that are out there.
More tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.